Yeah. The kids like it.
Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Everybody thinks my head's full of nothing. Wants to put his special stuff in. Fill the space with candy wrappers. Keep out sex and revolution, but there's no hole in my head.
Too bad.
Call me a dupe of this and the other. Call me a puppet on a string. They don't know my head's full of me and that I have my own special thing and there's no hole in my head.
So yeah, there's no hole in my head, and I'm just full of me. So too bad, world. It's just gonna be me. So welcome, Erin, and very excited right now. And to talk about these few questions to anybody else who may be watching. On today's agenda, first stop is going to be the Bible verse of the day. And today's Bible verse comes out of Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." And that kind of correlates with Philippians from Sunday. And, you know, I mean, if we really trust in God, He has the full plan. He knows everything. Yeah, bad things may happen, but His goal is to work within His Word and to bring us out of those bad situations, and to bring us into the life that He's promised to create for us. So yeah, just trust in God, and He's got those plans for you. He's has all those promises. You just have to put your trust in Him, and He'll take you there. So that is the Bible verse of the day. Moving on to the Obama question. My question was, should legal aliens who have their children here, should the children be granted U.S. citizenship automatically? And you said no, and I completely agree, no, because those children who are granted automatic citizenship, we're paying, out of our tax dollars, which their parents aren't paying, by the way, because they don't have Social Security, are going to their children's health care, those hospital bills, going towards their schooling, basically towards everything. So we've got all these children that are coming into, all these parents coming into the U.S. having their kids. And we're paying for all of them. This is costing us tons of money. So I think the parents should go about it the right way. They should get their U.S. citizenship, and their kids can have U.S. citizenship that way, or they can go and apply for it themselves. So yeah. Your question was really interesting. I never really, I don't know, I thought about it, but I haven't, but it's fictional characters, telling them to kids, like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. Is it morally right? Now looking at my own moral code, I've always believed that lying is definitely wrong, but I never really thought of telling kids that as lying, but it is. And at first I was thinking, well, that kind of gives kids a sense of childhood, develops their imagination, but I don't think it's right. I think you should just be straight shooting with kids that, yeah, you can tell them about Santa Claus, that it was an old man long ago, Saint Nick, and just kind of tell them that he's the spirit of Christmas, that he did give those, but tell them the truth. Don't tell them about the reindeer and everything. Differentiate between what was real and what wasn't real. And so I think that we have a responsibility as upcoming parents and next generation to instill in our kids a sense of truth and reality. A lot of kids grow up on just tales, and I think it kind of shocks them and it causes problems later on. So definitely be honest with your kids, and don't, help them recognize it, but, don't have them believe this falsehood till they're like 9, and then have their hopes crashed. So yeah, that's another thing. My question to you for this week is, what are your views on genetic engineering? And that can be to creating designer babies, or that can be to the Human Genome Project. I mean, pretty much anything you want to target in that one area, feel free to address. So that closes the session of the Obama questions. And, I wanted to suggest, since you were saying, which I felt as well, that you get home yesterday and you just doing other things, you really don't feel like making a video. I think I'm proposing that each of us gets a one non-video day, like a week. Like, say you have a big test tomorrow and you want to study. You have one day a week where you cannot do a video. Only one day. So yeah, that's what I propose. Tell me what you think about that. I mean, I think it's a really good backup plan. So yeah. I have a question about my challenge. Am I dancing to an entire song? I mean, that's fine. You know, just trying to clarify. And should that be included in one of my regular segments, or should it be in a separate thing called like challenges? So yeah, that's my question. Second challenge for you to graduate my class. To stick an entire fruit roll-up, doesn't matter what flavor. It has to be one of the roll-up kinds, you know, like this, that you unravel. Mine are Batman. But you need to roll it up and stick it in your mouth. And you have to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. And it cannot be on the side of your mouth. It has to be right on your tongue. Hand over your heart, recite the pledge. That's your second challenge. Pretty easy. And lastly, my father's detergent. I'm sorry to say, he said it was Purex. Was it Purex Clear and White? I think that was it. But he said he uses non-chlorine bleach cheer for his colors, and sometimes chlorine bleach for his whites, not really. But he said what really makes it smell is the dryer sheets. And I'm sorry that you're looking out on this one, but he said that he buys the cheapest kind of dryer sheets, so it kind of varies. He goes to Publix or Sam's or Kroger, whatever one has the cheapest dryer sheets he purchases. So sorry to say that. He says that's really what makes the smell. So you might just have to experiment for your own perfect smell. So yeah, I think that's it. I think we are done. Yeah, what time am I on here? 7:25. Oh my freaking gosh. Longest video I have ever made. Well, today is Tuesday, April 28th at 8:35. I'm wrapping up this video. Got some flowers here. Flowers! And I got a cat in the window. Run fine. Beautiful cat in the window, and I think that's it. So, can't wait to work on Baby Bam. Okay. So, laters, you. Laters.
I have lived since early childhood.